We live, Hakim.
Kind. Hey, shalom, shalom. Hey
Hey,
man, the
Shalom,
brothers,
Hakim.
Shalom.
brothers back in GMS Charlotte, man, coming back at you with another Friday night camp. You know, but before we get started with this lesson, man, we want to give all praises, honor, and glory to
The
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Shem,
Ba'ashem,
Yahweh
Yahushua, Ba'ashem,
Hashem,
Kakwadash.
Rakakwadash, double honors to our elders and apostles, the great millstone taught us this truth, and peace and bless like live. I came out there pushing this truth with all righteousness and sincerity. Shalom.
Shalom.
Right, man. Hey, man. They like the title of the lesson, man. We know, hey, troubled times is coming upon the earth, man. And through these times, man, we got to trust in Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah, man, because we understand that, hey, number one, hey, this is all His plan, man. These were all the things that were foretold unto us from the beginning, man. And hey, Quanah Waf, go ahead and grab that first script from me, brother.
Okay. It's Jeremiah chapter 30 and verse 7. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it.
Right, man. Hey, we coming in to that time of Jacob show. Really, it's already beginning, man. Hey, man, you see those the agendas are being pushed closer and closer towards Jake, man, for our destruction, man. Whether it be with the venom, hey, man, with the pandemic, all the way to the man-made famine, man. Who's the biggest consumer of in the world, man? Jake. So all these things to cut people off is really affecting who, man? Because Jake is completely relying on Esau, man. Okay?
Even backing the brother up with this with these current incidents that's taking place in New York and New Jersey. All eyes is on Jake. They got Jake as the face of terrorism now. That's just going to lead up to a lot of division, and a lot of how can we say division amongst Americans here in society very soon.
Okay. Hey, Esau laying the foundation, the framework for the persecution that they about to start bringing.
God.
That's right.
Verse 8. Before it shall come to pass in that day, saith the Lord of hosts, that I will break his yoke from off thy neck, and will burst thy bonds, and strangers shall no more serve themselves of him.
Right, man. Because ultimately, that's what this destruction is bringing, man. This destruction of this world that, hey, man, our people so foolishly hang on to is really this destruction is bringing the bonds of the yokes are coming off our necks, man. Literally getting us out of slavery, man. Where we can actually live again, man. Live in peace and actually flourish, man. Be a sovereign nation only under Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, man, and King David. The righteous order, man.
I got a precept. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 2. I'm going to start at verse 1. Awake, awake, put on thy strength, O Zion. And that strength represents the word. Put on thy beautiful garments, O Jerusalem, the holy city. This wisdom I understand. For henceforth there shall no more come unto thee uncircumcised and unclean. Shake thyself from the dust. That state of confusion as the brothers is going into, man. That dumbed down state that Jake's in, man. Arise and sit down, O Jerusalem. Loose thyself from the bands of thy neck, O captive daughter of Zion, as lining up with the brother Aram's going into, man. This is the time where the Lord is loosening the bands that how can we say that homeboy slave mentality that Jake has, man. They're getting out of that Stockholm syndrome and waking up and realizing that yes, we have enemies. Yes, we are the people of the book, man. And as far as that, what do we need to do to please the Lord, man? Even amongst the 2/3, they're acknowledging that they Israel, but at the end of the day, hey, that's their lot. But they're still acknowledging that they're Israel, man. Because why we say that? Because the prophecies are moving fast, man. The prophecies are moving fast, showing that the words of the Lord have went through the four corners of the earth. So all Jake know that they go back to Israel, but some still don't want to take heed to that. But still, that's the bands and that captive state being loosened from the Israelites, man.
Hey, at the end of the day, pretty much, the short version of that is what? Hey, the truth shall set you free, man. Hey, and that's exactly what this word is doing, man. It's breaking down the strongholds of the things that hold us in captivity here. Hey, and it's bringing the Lord closer and closer, man, to destroying this place. Because, hey, man, we crying out for the Yahweh Shemash to come back, destroy this place, hey, and take those bands up off us, man. Hey, man, that we can get our own kingdom back again, man.
I'm going to read verse 3 and I'm going to pass it back. Isaiah 52 and 3. For thus said the Lord, ye have sold yourself for naught, and ye shall be redeemed without money. And that's what we're redeemed with the blood of Yahweh Shai. And that's what's brought us back to this spiritual awakening, as you see now, man, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shai, that's spotless lamb. So, hey, and that's we're being brought back to the fold, acknowledging who we are in these last days through the spirit of Yahweh Shai, man.
Hey, being those virgins that follow the bridegroom wheresoever he goes.
That's right.
You had anything, Quanah Waff?
Now I'll continue on this.
Kind.
It's back in Jeremiah chapter 30, verse 9. But they shall serve the Lord their power, and David their king, whom I will raise up unto them.
Right, man. Hey, coming back into that righteous order, man. Keep going.
Therefore fear not, O my servant Jacob, saith the Lord, neither be dismayed, O Israel, for lo, I will save thee from afar, and thy seed from the land of their captivity.
Right, man. And this is the land of our captivity. This is the land where we're gonna be saved from, man. You know, we ain't gonna have to travel and go over to Israel, man. Go across. Hey, we ain't gonna have to physically try to run from the missiles, man. Go to a small island, go to Hawaii or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Hey, we're gonna be saved from right here in the land of our captivity, man.
That's
you know,
right.
those that believe on Yahweh Shemi Shai and truth in your faith. We keep going.
Okay. And Jacob shall return, and shall be in rest, and be quiet, and none shall make him afraid.
Right, man. Hey, none shall make him afraid, man. You know? So, hey, man, who are we to fear other than Yahweh Shemi Shai, man?
Right.
Hey, man, because, hey, at the end of the day, he also told us, like I said earlier, hey, he the one that told us Jacob's trouble was coming, man.
Yep.
You know? So, hey, he told us the trouble was coming, but he told us also not to fear, man. You know? So, hey, man, keep that trust in Yahweh Shemi Shai. Keep going.
Okay. For I am with thee, saith the Lord, to save thee, though I make a full end of all nations, whither I have scattered thee. Yet will I not make a full end of thee, but I will correct thee in measure, and will not leave thee altogether unpunished.
Right, man. Hey, because that's what this society is for us ultimately at the end of the day, man. It's just it's a punishment, man. You know, and the Lord said he was gonna make an end to all nations to which he scattered us, man. You know, all the nations of the world, but he said he wasn't gonna make an end of us, man. You know, so hey, man, keep that faith that, hey, man, the Lord is a man of his word, and that you can trust in him, man, through all this hell that's about to come upon the earth, man. You know, because hey, the Lord also promised that he was gonna bring utter destruction to the earth, man. How you think this nation is gonna come to an end, but through the power of Yahweh Shemi Shai? Because he said all nations, because we scattered throughout all nations of the earth. So he gonna bring all of them down in an instant, man. You know, at the same time, how is that gonna happen? Through the plagues, man.
He's gonna sift the house. He's gonna sift. Real quick, Matthew 25, and I think it's around verse 30. It speaks on that. Brothers, bear with me. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 25, and I'll start at verse 31. Matthew chapter 25 and verse 31. When the Son of Man shall come in his glory, and all the holy angels with him, then shall he sit upon the throne of his glory, and before him shall the gathering of all nations that the brother's going into. He shall separate them one from another, as a shepherd divided his sheep from the goats. And that's what the Lord's going to do, man. He's going to separate his sheep from these goats that represent these heathen nations, man. And it says, verse 33, and he shall set the sheep on his right hand, the Israelites, but the goats on the left, man. These heathen nations, man. That's why they have that left hand power right now, because that's their position, man. To antagonize us. You got a protagonist and an antagonist, man. And we can clearly see what role Esau Edom plays in this movie, man. It ain't hard to tell. You got it back, bro.
I got a precept for you real quick.
You got it, bro. Go ahead.
It's Psalm chapter 34, and I'm starting verse 17. The righteous cry, and the Lord heareth, and deliver them out of all their troubles. And you know, who are those men that are sighing and crying, man? You know, it's the prophets of the Lord, man. You know, we're crying so that we can be redeemed out of this place, man. We're hastening the day that this place is going to be destroyed, man. Verse 18. The Lord is nigh unto them that are of a broken heart, and saveth such as be of a contrite spirit. Right? Um, I think scriptures say, was it wisdom? So like I can't remember how it goes. It's so like it help me so I can find it.
How you good, bro? Jump. You got precept, Ron? Why that brother
I
searching for
got,
that?
yeah, I got a real quick one, man. Because hey, like we was just saying, hey, through the power of Yahweh Shem Shah, hey, he gonna bring an end to all these nations of, you know what I'm saying, from coast to coast for the nation of Israel, man. Jeremiah
Mm-hmm.
25 and 30. Therefore prophesies thou against them all these words, and say unto them, the Lord shall roar from on high, and utter his voice from the holy habitation, and he shall mightily roar upon his habitations, and he shall give a shout as they that tread the grapes against the inhabitants of earth, man. Right, man. Hey, so the Lord, when he shouts, hey, man, that's releasing those plagues, man. That's him
Yep.
unleashing the seals of the Bible, man. The plagues that he said was going to come up back upon the earth. A noise shall come from the ends of the earth, which we know what those are, those thermonuclear missiles, man.
Mm-hmm.
For the Lord hath a controversy with the nations, and he will plead with all flesh. He will give them that are wicked to the sword, saith the Lord. Right, man. Hey, so all them that are wicked, man, hey, from our people all the way to the heathen, man, which the heathen never stood a chance in the first place, man. Hey, man, they finna meet the sword, man. You know. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, behold, evil shall go forth from nation to nation as a great whirlwind, and shall rise up from coast to coast of the earth. Right, man. So the Lord, hey man, he gonna spread evils across the whole entire globe of the earth, man. You know, like we said earlier, man. Hey, all of the nations that made an accord to come against the nation of Israel, all of them are about to go down in an instant, man, through the power of Yahweh Shem Shah. And we're gonna be on the earth to see that happen, man.
Mm-hmm.
You found your
Hey,
precept?
God, I'm gonna read this again, and I'll get to it. It's back in Psalm 34 and 18. The Lord is nigh unto them that are of a broken heart, and saveth such as be of a contrite spirit. And basically, what I was getting into was that oppression maketh a wise man mad. That's going into
that's
that
right.
broken heart and a contrite spirit, man. That's the Lord is saying that we're vexed by this place day to day, and that's why we're hastening the days, man. But verse 19, the point: many are the afflictions of the righteous, but the Lord delivereth him out of them all. So the Lord is going to deliver us out of all the afflictions, man, of all the curses, out of all the things that Esau has put us through, out of having to deal with this wicked society. He's going to deliver us from all of this, man.
Hey, since you quoted, I must get it, brother. This Ecclesiastes 7:7. Surely oppression make a wise man mad, and a gift destroy a heart. And that's what you see here, man. This oppression has got us in a state of being upset, being vexed. Hey, real quick, somebody grab Ecclesiastes 1:17 while I was bringing that too. And it says, surely oppression make a wise man mad, and a gift destroy a heart, man. Because at the end of the day, a lot of the men of the nation of Israel and women, the so-called representatives of our nation in these days and times, they got the gifts, they got the money, the bag. Like it says in Amos, the 5th chapter, they took the bribes, and this is what you see taking place, man. A lot of these guys took the bag, took the bribe, and then destroyed the heart, man. The heart goes back to the Hebrew word la'ah, which is the mind. That's why Jake is fully set to do wicked. That's why he says, among my people I found what? Wicked men. These gatekeepers, the boulets, and these so-called Freemasonries and all that. These niggas gonna get put to death, man. Verse 8, it says, better is the end of a thing than the beginning thereof. And this is what time we're living in. We're living in the end of Esau's society, man. And that's why it says better is the end of a thing than the beginning thereof, man. Because when we came over here, man, nobody want to go back to how we got started over here in Babylon the Great, man. It wasn't no damn straight damn jet G5 drop off. Hell no, we wasn't in no G5 planes, wasn't in no goddamn cruise ships. We was packed like sardines, man. The Lord said I should toss us as a ball to and fro on some ships. And he did that, man. That's why I said it's better is the end of a thing than the beginning of, and the patience of the spirit is better than the proud in the spirit. That's why we had patience go back to suffering. We suffering in the flesh right now, and it's better than the proud in the spirit. Because these people walking around are proud as hell, man. That's why it says in 2 Esdras 8:50, man. It says what, man? Real quick. I'm gonna grab it. Salaki, bro.
Good.
Second Edges 8 and verse 50. It says, many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter time shall dwell in the world, because they has walked in great pride, man. That's what's coming to these people, man. Many great miseries, as the brother started the video off, famine, plagues, different hell and afflictions that they're gonna have to face in their normal day to day. As far as when it comes to the economic crisis, as far as coming to the job and the stress, dealing with oppression, anxiety, all these people are bugged the fuck out, man. They're literally bugged the fuck out because they don't really have a standard of instability like we got when it comes to this truth. We're grounded through the word of Yahweh Shemel Shai, the comforter. That's our faith builder. That keeps us comfort at night. That keeps us comfort during the day when the day of troubles arise and the evil time is approaching. But Jake don't got that. A lot of these Jakes don't got. All they got is their weed, man. They can go to, or they got damn anxiety pills and the perp and the lean and shit. But all that's gonna fail. The scripture said adventure shall fail. All that shit gonna fall. So when all that shit fall, many great miseries shall be done to these people in these last days, man. Because they walk in great pride. They don't consider, they walk by. You got people still walking by, talking shit, saying their little words and shit, mumbling and shit. Like we had, why they gotta take the whole street up? God damn, man. See, Jake, you gotta die. That why you gotta die. That you gotta die. And that's why, because you walked in great pride, man. And that's why the Lord's gonna put a lot of you niggas down, man.
Did you want the Ecclesiastes?
Bob Gashar, and I throw it back to the brother.
Okay. It's Ecclesiastes chapter 1, verse 17. And I gave my heart to know wisdom and to know madness and folly.
And that's what we did, man. When we signed up to this word, when we got persuaded, because the scripture say, get persuaded in your own mind, roughly paraphrasing, man. And it said, I gave my heart and my mind. I gave my mind to know wisdom and to know madness and folly, man. We had the full understanding why these niggas is bugged the fuck out. We know who hand is behind it. We know who's doing it, but Jake is just fully setting their heart to do wickedly, man. Keep going.
I perceive that this also is vexation of spirit.
So we in the same spirit as Lot, man. We vexed, man. We're vexed, man, with these nasty people, with these different communities. All I'm gonna say is I'm not gonna try to get flagged. These various communities, we're vexed, man. All these shit they so-called getting accomplished and awards for just being a bug out. That shit is vexation, man. You do this to yourself. You snip yourself, and you get a motherfucking award and shit, showing you how fucking degenerate society we are, man. That's why we always bring out Isaiah 16:2. These people are really on the low vibration, man. The morals, the spirituality in society are very fucking low, man. That's why it's a blessing to be within the ministry, man. Keep going to verse 18. We pass it back to the brother.
Yeah. For in much wisdom is much grief.
For in much wisdom is much grief. We grieve.
Knowledge increaseth sorrow.
Kind, man. It said much wisdom is much grief. We're grieved, man. We're tired of this shit, man. That's why we brought out Ecclesiastes 7:7. Surely oppression make a wise man mad, man. We're upset, but we gave our heart to know wisdom and to know madness and folly. And we see this all vexation of spirit, man. And it says, and he that increase with knowledge, increase in sorrow, man. That's why we vex. That's why we just have to take the low and understand, man, that this is the will of the Lord, man. That's why the scriptures say, do you not know the will of the Lord? Roughly paraphrase, you got to know the will of the Lord. This is the will of the Lord to put us through this fiery trial. As the scriptures say, acceptable man through the furnace of adversity, man. That's what we're trying to be found. Because this is all hell, man. This is hell. This is part of the straight gate. We're catching that hell out here, Akim. And Jake ain't winning out here. A lot of Jakes think they winning. You really losing, man. This is hell, man. Kids growing up around these nasty ass shit. And then the world around you is falling and people not realizing it and holding themselves accountable for what's taking place around them. They don't care. So great miseries is coming to this place, man. We're living in a time where Yahweh Shai is about to uproot this damn society, man. That's why, like the brother said, we have to really just put our faith in the Lord and put our trust in the Lord, because that's all we got. That's our foundation. That's our foundation, man. We're not gonna be like the house that fall or put on a sand. Nah, we got to be grounded. We have to be grounded and rooted in the faith, man. You got it back, bro.
Time. Quantum Waff, grab me 2 Ezra 15:3. Baba Shah.
This is Second Ezra chapter 15 and verse 3.
God,
Fear
because
not,
just
fear
jumping
not
back
the
to it, man. Because though all this hell is coming to the earth, hey, who we still putting our trust in, man? We still putting our trust in how about Shema Shah, trusting that this is his plan, man. Go ahead, grab that.
now, fear not the imaginations against thee. Let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee.
Right, man. Let not the hatred and the grief of them that speak against us trouble us, man. Hey, man. Because we all know that, hey, man. Come in a time soon, Jake gonna be a public enemy, but then, hey, who gonna be public enemy number one, man? The Israelites, man. We gonna have our own people turn against us. Hey, even with even with the government and these militia Edomites and all that shit, man. But hey, we ain't supposed to fear none of that shit, man. Keep going.
For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness.
Right, man. So at the end of the day, keep the faith, man. Keep your faith and keep your trust in Yahweh Shemel Shah that he gonna be able to get you out of any situation that you get in, man. Because at the end of the day, this is still his plan, man. Keep going.
Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction.
Right, man. Hey, the Lord said, "Behold, He will bring the plagues upon the world, man." He letting you know that this is all what His will, man. This is His what His doing, man. And real quick, this is Ephesians 5:14. Wherefore He saith, "Awake thou that sleepest, and arise from the dead, and Hamashiach shall give thee light." Right, man. Arise from the dead that you can see the things that's going on in the world, man. Receive the knowledge, the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of Yahweh Shema Shah. See then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, man. Right, man. Having the wisdom, and you see all things, man. We have an unction to know all things. Verse 16, the point. Redeeming the time because the days are evil. Right, man. Hey, because we understand that once we get that light, hey, that it ain't gonna be nothing but evilness upon the earth, man. So, hey, we knowing that, hey, man, this is that evil time that the Lord Yahweh Shah had warned us about, man. Wherefore be ye not unwise, but understanding that that what the will of the Lord is, right, man. That all this hell, evil, and all this shit that's coming upon this earth was the will of Yahweh Shah, man. None else, man. Hey, Quantum Walk, jump back and go back to verse 6.
God. It's Second Ezra chapter 15, verse 6.
Kind.
For wickedness hath exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and her heartful works are fulfilled.
God, hey, the wicked that polluted the whole earth, hey, the Lord's about to cleanse that with the plagues, man. That's why, hey, that's why, hey, man, submit yourself unto the plans of Yahweh Shem Shah, man. Because, hey, man, he ain't doing all this for no reason. Hey, man, hey, he's the ultimate being that's set all this in motion, man. He the ones that put thoughts in Esau's mind to go do all this wickedness so his ass can get judged, man. So, hey, the Lord's about to be the cleanup crew, man.
Mm-hmm.
Keep going.
God. Verse 7. Therefore saith the Lord, I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness, which they profanely commit, neither will I suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves. Behold, the innocent and righteous blood crieth unto me, and the souls of the just complain continually.
Right, man. Hey, that's talking about, hey, the brothers that's on the earth that's crying unto the Lord, but it's also talking about, hey, the martyrs, man, that's gonna die, man. It said, hey, the blood crieth unto the Lord, man. So even the ones that, hey, the Lord allowed Esau to get his hands on, hey, man, all that's crying unto the Lord. Hey, and the Lord's about to do what? He's about to send judgment. Keep going.
Behold, Salakia. And therefore saith the Lord, I will surely avenge them and receive unto me all the innocent blood from among them.
God, that Lord gonna avenge us, man. Point blank, man. Hey, he gonna be the one that's he gonna be the one that's gonna be our army, man, our shield and buckler, man. Our defense in that day. Keep going.
Okay. Behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter. I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt. But I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm, and smite Egypt with plagues as before, and destroy all the land thereof.
Right, man. So the Lord, he coming to the time where he like, man, he see us being slaughtered in Egypt, and he say, man, all right, well, hey, enough, man. Enough is enough, man. Now I'm about to come, bring my judgment upon the people of Egypt, and then I'm finna destroy this place, man. He said he's gonna destroy it like he did before. I mean, it's gonna happen the second time, man. I mean, Egypt gonna be destroyed twice, you know.
Con,
And what is America, man? Hey, the daughter of Babylon, man, old daughter of Egypt, man. You know,
con. I got a precept backing that up, man.
God,
This is Isaiah 19:1. In the burden of Egypt, behold, the Lord rideth upon a swift cloud. We know that's the chariots, man.
God,
You read that in the book of Acts 1 and 6. And it says, shall come into Egypt. Oh, let's rewind this, read it again. Isaiah 19:1. The burden of Egypt, behold, the Lord rideth upon a swift cloud, a chariot, and shall come into Egypt as the brothers going into. And the idols of Egypt shall move in his presence, man. All these idols that you see being uplifted in society, all these obelisks and all these different things that represent Egypt, as far as the pyramids and all these things you see going on in Babylon. The heart of Egypt shall melt in the midst thereof, man. And and I will set the Egyptian against the Egyptians, the plagues the brothers going into, the modern day Babylonians, and they shall fight one another against, and it said, they shall fight every one against his brother, lining up with what, man? Showing that the Lord spoke about this in Matthew the 24th chapter, man. And he says, and every one against his neighbor, against city, and against kingdom, man. Lines up with Matthew's 24th chapter, man. And it said, and the spirit of Egypt shall fail in the midst of, and I will destroy the counsel thereof, and they shall seek to their idols, and to the charmers, and to them that have familiar spirits, and to the wizards, man. Showing this heavy witchcraft here in Babylon the Great, which is America. And we see that with Hollywood, Disney, the so-called entertainment. All of them are part of these different types of cults, man. They live these occultive lifestyles, man, which all go back to the spiritual demon Satan. In verse 4, in Egypt will I give over into the hand of a cruel Lord, and a fierce king shall rule over them. Thus said the Lord of hosts. And we know in this time is your modern day Edomites, man. They're that fierce king, man, that the Lord put up to be the modern day Pharaoh in these last days. Verse 5 is a point. And the water shall fail, and the sea and rivers shall be wasted and dried up, showing how the Lord is going to plague Egypt as he did before, man. And you seeing that, man. All the victuals shall fail here in Babylon the Great. Everything is going up. The water, the prices of food is going through the roof. The gas prices is going up. So everything that you see in modern day Babylon is took place in Egypt, man. That's why the scriptures say there's nothing new under the sun. That's why we can clearly see that was spoken before time and it's actually manifesting here in these last days, man. The scriptures say, well, at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it.
God, hey, well said. You know what I'm saying? Because, hey, like we were just saying, hey, it's all still the Lord's plan, man. It's the Lord's plan to destroy this place, man. Matter of fact, real quick. This is Jeremiah 51 and 6. Flee out of the midst of Babylon and deliver every man his soul. Be not cut off in her iniquity. Right, man. So, hey, man, this place of our captivity, Babylon, is about to be cut off. Man. You know, hey, it tell you on what Malachi 4:1 that hey, though he build, I shall throw down, man. You know, this is paraphrasing, man. You know,
and it says flee don't mean you run your ass and take a goddamn plane and go to Israel some damn where, man. It means flee as far as your mental state, man.
God.
Not jumping on no goddamn plane and I'm going to Cuba. I'm gonna go to Cuba with the brothers. Nah, nigga. We ain't talking about that. It lines up with Micah Raji in the park. That's a mindset. You gotta separate yourself from this the way of thinking here in Babylon, man.
Hey, we just went into in that Jeremiah the 25th chapter about how the Lord was gonna bring destruction from coast to coast, man. Mm-hmm. You know, from nation to nation. So where you gonna run that the Lord can't execute judgment, man? You know?
Exactly. The judgment going forth.
God. Be not cut off in her iniquity, for in this time of the Lord's vengeance will he render unto her a recompense. Right, man. So the judgment of Babylon is coming, man. Hey, man, it's on the way, man. You know, for our benefit, man. So keep that trust in the Lord. Keep your trust in the Lord that, hey, man, everything he doing, hey, it's his plan, man. Hey, you know, because, hey, it's going to tell you in the next verse, Babylon have been a golden cup in the Lord's hand and have made the earth drunken. Right, man. So the Lord has Babylon in the palm of his hands, man. Hey, at any given time, hey man, he could pour out his fury upon Babylon, man. You know. But hey, he said that not one he got to fulfill all the prophecies first, man. You know, because the Lord is not a man that he should lie. And the nations have drunken of her wine, and therefore the nations are mad, right, man? But the point was, hey, Babylon is that golden cup in the Lord's hand, man. You know, hey, and the Lord's about to pour out his fury upon Babylon, man. Because hey, man, this place has done nothing but wickedness, and hey, really, the main thing it's done was it touched the apple of the Lord's eye. Real quick, somebody can Baruch 4:26. Unless y'all one of y'all got something.
And I got something real quick because you're speaking how the Babylon is a golden cup in the Lord's hand, man. And this is I'm gonna start at verse 1. I'm gonna read down Revelation 18:1. And after these things, I saw another angel come down from heaven, having a great power, and the earth was lightened with his glory. And it cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the great is fallen, is become the habitation of devils, and behold, every foul spirit and cage of every clean and hateful bird. Man, that's talking about the post-destruction, man. All these so-called your vultures and shit gonna be inhabiting this land, man. And it says, for all the nations have drunk of the wine and the wrath over fornication, man. When you go back to Wisdom of Solomon, the 14th chapter, it's talking about spiritual fornication, man. Taking on the philosophies and this so-called democracy of Babylon the Great, that golden cup. And the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her, and the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through her abundance of her delicacy, man. This is why these other nations are flourishing, as far as the oils, and far as different type of materials, and far as the grain and the rice and different things they have to keep Babylon afloat, to keep their money afloat. And that's trade. And it says, I have heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people, that you be not partakers of her sins, that you not receive not of her plagues. And that's talking about when the Lord, when he, when the chariots beam Jake up, man. When Jake get beamed up, read that Isaiah 26:20. When we go into the chariots before the missiles hit, man. It says, for her sins have reached into heaven, and Yahweh have remembered her iniquities, man. And this is what you're seeing, man. The Most High has remembered the iniquities of Babylon the Great, and how it was established, how it was founded. It was founded on wickedness, witchcraft, and the blood of the Israelites, man. And it said, reward her even as she rewarded you, double unto her double according to her works, and the cup which she have filled to her double, man. So as the brother's going into, man, Babylon has been that golden cup in the Lord's hand, man. But what is the Lord's doing, man? He's getting rid of it. Babylon is done, man. It's falling, man. It's actually falling as we see it, as we speak. Everything financially, as far as morally, as far as economically, everything in society is falling, man. Education system falling, the medical system falling. Everything in this system is decaying before your eyes, man. This is why we have to rise ye and depart, man, because this is not our rest, man. You got it back, bro.
Con, you had some Cornwall?
I got that Baruch for you.
Con.
This Baruch chapter 4 and verse 26. My delicate ones have gone rough ways, and were taken away as a flock caught of the enemies.
Right, man. Hey, and that's the Lord. When the Lord scattered us away, man. Hey, we were taken away. Hey, like we just read. Hey, we were lambs to the slaughter, man. You know, captured by the enemies. Keep going.
God. Be of good comfort, O my children, and cry unto the Most High, for ye shall be remembered of him that brought these things upon you.
Right, because this was brought upon us as a punishment, man. Not for our utter destruction, like you can get if you jump up to verse 6, you ain't got to. But you know what I'm saying, for if brothers care to know, verse 6 will tell us that hey, we were put in this captivity not for our destruction, man, but because we provoked the Most High to anger, man.
Right.
Verse 28. For as it was your mind to go astray from the Most High, so being returned to seek him 10 times more.
That's right. Had that tunnel vision, man. Had that tunnel vision for Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. I mean, that you be not distracted in the things that go on in this world, man. Keep going.
Hey, seek ye the Lord while he may be found, man.
God.
Verse 29. For he that hath brought these plagues upon you shall bring you everlasting joy again with your salvation.
Hey, that's plain, man. Keep going.
Then we keep going.
Yeah, we're gonna read down to 35.
Verse 30. Take a good heart, O Jerusalem, for he that gave thee that name will comfort thee. Miserable are they that afflicted thee, and rejoiced in thy fall.
Hey man, miserable are they that afflicted thee and rejoiced at our fall, man. Hey, real quick, hey, Tazama, if you want to get that Psalms 83, man. Because hey man, all these nations they afflicted us, and all of them rejoiced at our downfall, man. Real quick while the brother grabbing that, let me know when you got it, bro.
I got it. Where you want to start at? You want to get where you want? Just the nations.
Where's going to the nations?
This is Psalms 83 and 2. For lo, thy enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones.
Right, and man. Hey, the nations made a tumult, man. They made an agreement to come against the nation of Israel, man. Hey, that's pretty much what that's saying. That's what a tumult is, man. They made an accord to come against us, man. To have us pretty much in the state that we are now, in this destroyed state. Keep going.
They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel be no more in remembrance.
Right. Hey, keep going, bro. My fault.
And that's as the brother's going into, that's what they did with slavery. And it says, but they have consulted together with one consent. They have confederate against thee. The tabernacles of Edom, the Ishmaelites, the Moabite, and the Hagarenes.
Right. Hey, you got the so-called white man. You got the so I'm pulling it up right now. You got the white man, so-called white man. You got the Arabs, man. You got the Chinese, the Hagarenes. I believe was a Hamite.
The Hamites.
Keep going.
Gebel, Ammon, Amalek, the Philistines with the inhabitants of Tyre.
Right, man. It was, more Hamite nations. The Japanese, man. Amalek is the small hats. You know what I'm saying? And the Philistines was
Hamites.
The Hamites, the water. And the inhabitants of Tyre. Tyre is also Hamites. But we can stop right there just to get that point that hey man, all these nations made a tumult to come against who, man? The nation of Israel, man.
And you watch that when you're on Goodbye Uncle Tom, and you can watch that on YouTube. Any brothers that's listening, you can watch that and they show you that too.
Hey, and I got a real quick before we jump back into that Baruch. It's Ezekiel 39 and 23. And the heathen shall know that the house of Israel went into captivity for their iniquity, because they trespassed against me. Therefore I hid my face from them and gave them into the hand of their enemies, so they fell by the sword. Right, man. So the heathen know that, man. So that's why they made this tumult to, hey, man, ain't none of us gonna tell the Israelites who they are. We all gonna lie. We all gonna take our part in the lie, and we all gonna benefit off this lie, man. That's why the scriptures say, hey, miserable are they that rejoice at thy fall, man. So say, since all of them had a part in it, all of them gonna be judged in it, man.
Yep.
You got it back, Quanawaf.
God is back in Baruch chapter 4 and verse 32. Miserable are the cities which thy children served. Miserable is she that received thy sons.
Right, and the nation of Israel will serve slavery under all nations, man. So ain't no getting out of this one, man. Ain't no getting out of this judgment that the Lord is about to bring from nation to nation. Keep going.
For as she rejoiced at thy ruin and was glad of thy fall, so shall she be grieved for her own desolation.
Right, man. Hey, man, they finna have to drink that cup of desolation, man. They finna have to drink the wrath of the Lord's fury, man. And we have to do it, and we his people, man. We the ones in love, So hey, why shouldn't these other nations, man?
Can I get that real quick? Jeremiah 49 and 12. Jeremiah 49 and 12. For thus said the Lord, behold, thou whose judgment was not to drink of the cup has surely drunken it, man. As the brothers going into, man. We still drinking the cup right now. We still catching hell out here. There's plenty jakes getting shot on camera by these damn devils, man, by the slave patrol, which is your modern day police. And it says, "Art thou he that shall altogether go unpunished?" Hey, real quick, grab Numbers 14. Grab Numbers 14 and 18. Baruch Shah. I'll read that again. For thus said the Lord of hosts, behold, they whose judgment was not to drink of the cup as are surely drunken, and thou art he that shall altogether go unpunished. Thou shalt not go unpunished, but thou shalt surely drink of it, man. As the brothers where I'm going into, man. The scriptures speak on you reap what you sow, man. Esau Edom and his rabbit and his little pea hole brain, little brain that he got. He really think that he's just gonna go in the kingdom of heaven. He gonna be good, man. Let's see what Numbers 14 and 18 say about Esau, man. We pass it back.
God, Numbers 18. You said 18 and 14?
14 and 18, Baruch Shah.
Okay, 14 and 18. God, I got you. 14 and 18. The Lord is long suffering and of great mercy, forgiving iniquity, transgressions, and by no means clearing the guilty.
Oh, drop the mic. So, because Esau, you have charges, man. You just like that habitual felony, man. That felon. You are the habitual line stepper. It says the Lord is long suffering and great with mercy. But for who? The Israelites, forgiving iniquity and transgression. Israelites. And by no means clearing the guilty. So you guilty, boy. You all the crimes around humanity and to the Israelites, that point back to your red hand ass. And then it said, and then keep going, bro.
Visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children unto the third and fourth generation.
And that's what you about to see taking place, man. He said, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the third and fourth generation, man. So that means that reincarnation is biblical. It's biblical. That means when you come back, you have to serve out that captivity. And that's what's about to take place. That's why a lot of Edomites, they know when they die, that's it. They don't want to die. That's why they live. Esau really lived that YOLO life. Because he know after this, it's it. Like the Michael Jackson shit. Hey, this it. It's the last album for you, Esau. Ain't no goddamn wrong 5.8 and none of that shit. The new wrong coming out. Yeah, ain't nothing, no Mount Petra 0.3. Nah, none of that.
Right.
You through.
Yeah, I got a precept for you.
God.
It's Colossians chapter 3 and verse 25. But he that doeth wrong shall receive for the wrong which he hath done, and there is no respect of persons, right? Just laying back and off what brothers were saying, man. Esau's gonna pay for what he's done, man, and he's gonna receive double for that, man.
Yep. And it's righteous though, man. Cause damn, shit, man, you've been doing. You just be doing shit just to be fucking with Jake anyway.
God. Yes, more. That's it.
Okay. That was done. That I'm gonna get back in Baruch.
God.
This Baruch chapter 4 and verse 34. For I will take away the rejoicing of her great multitude, and her pride shall be turned into mourning. For fire shall come upon her from the everlasting, long to endure, and she shall be inhabited of devils for a great time.
Right, man. Hey, so the Lord's about to put a blow to these devils, man. And all the nations that had a part in our downfall, man. All the ones that say, yeah, good. He's so taking them niggas down. Everybody that had a part in it, man, which is all you nations. That's why we said, man, the Lord's plan was to cleanse the earth through what, man? Through plagues and trouble, man. But through that trouble, man, we still trust in the Lord Yahweh Shah, man. Because at the end of the day, hey, the plagues that he's going to bring upon the world is part of our salvation, man.
Okay.
I'm gonna grab this. You know what I'm saying, it's pretty much be the last one. This is Psalms 94 and 1. O Lord Yahweh, to whom the vengeance belongeth, O God, whom vengeance belongeth, show thyself, lift up thou judgment upon the earth, and render the reward of the proud. And how long shall the wicked triumph? Right, man. Hey, and we coming into the time where pretty much, hey, the triumphant of the wicked is but for a short time, man. You know,
Mm-hmm.
hey, the Lord is making it abundantly clear, man. Hey, man, this shit coming to an end, man. You know,
Mm-hmm.
so hey, with the Lord telling us, hey, He's on His way back. This is what we need to do. Psalm 91 and 1. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High abideth under the shadow of the Almighty. I will say of the Lord, He is my refuge, my fortress, my power. In Him will I trust. Right, man. So keep the trust in Yahweh Shem Shah, man. Hey, continue to serve Yahweh Shem Shah. That hey, man, that you had wisdom and knowledge to be strong in the days of adversity, man. Because hey, them days ain't even really hit yet, man. Verse
Mm-hmm.
3. For surely He shall deliver thee from the snare of the fowler and from the noisome pestilence, man. All right, man. Hey, from the thermonuclear missiles, man, that ultimate destruction is coming upon the world, man. He shall cover thee with His feathers, and under His wings thou shalt trust, and the truth shall be thy shield and buckler. Right, man. Hey, man. This wisdom, knowledge, and understanding gonna be our shield and buckler in that time, man. So we ain't gonna have to do nothing, man. But hey, continue to believe on Yahweh Shem Shah as we were taught, man. You know, in the right way, man. You know,
That's right.
y'all
I
brothers
got one.
else? Yeah.
This the book of Jeremiah, chapter 30, verse 16. I'm gonna read to verse 17. Therefore all thy Salah. Therefore all they that devour thee shall be devoured, and all thy adversaries, every one of them, the brothers going to Psalms 83rd chapter, it gives all the breakdowns of the enemies of the Israelites, man, all these heathen nations round about us. It says shall go into captivity. So that cuts that. So I don't know why vocab alone still want to, be an asshole. It says what it says. All the adversaries of the Israelites shall go in captivity. And it says, and they that spoil thee shall be spoiled, and all that prey upon thee I will give for a prey. And all these other nations have spoiled the nation of Israel. That's why you see all their so-called liquor stores and their gunshots and their goddamn smoke shots and their gas stations all where around Jake, man. They goddamn the so-called Chinese spots, the goddamn nail salon, all that shit owned by these heathen nations are on Jake's side of town, man. And it says, verse 17, for I will restore health unto thee, and I will heal thee from thy wounds, man. This is the Lord's doing, man. He restoring health unto us by bringing us back to this wisdom, knowledge, understanding, man. This is restoring health unto us and what healing thy wounds, man. Because that's when you read in the book of Luke 16 on the parable of Lazarus and the rich man, it said the dogs lick thy wounds, man. And that dogs represent wounds. Heathen nations that we're speaking about right now. It said thus said the Lord, because they have called thee an outcast, and that's what these other nations look at as an outcast, man. Because they don't look at us as the true nation of people. That's why they say, this is what you call the perfection of beauty when you read Lamentation, the 2nd chapter. This is the holy city. These niggas with their pants off their ass in multiple colors of dreads and butchers and hoes and sluts. These people, it says, because I was called the outcast, saying, this is Zion, who no man seeketh after, man. Yeah, man, the Lord's going to heal us, man, because why? Like the Lord said, this is Zion that no man seeketh after, man. These other nations ain't trying to help us and restore us and come back into who we are. Like the brother going into, man, they made a secret counsel to keep us astray from our power, man. But like you go into Isaiah 52, which Isaiah 59 and 2, it says your iniquities have separated you from your power. Us going off and following these other nations is the reason why we're in this dumbed down dead state now, man. The transgression of the law, man, trying to be locked into these nations, man. But the Lord is doing what? He's restoring us in these last days. Real quick, Quanawak, grab me Isaiah 1 and 26, Baba Kashah.
God. And then I got one after that, if I can.
God.
You said 21?
Isaiah 1 and 26.
1 and 26. God. This is Isaiah chapter 1, verse 26. And I will restore thy judges as at the first.
And that's what you're seeing taking place, man. Like you go in the book of Psalms 50 and 21, he said, I will set them in order before thy eyes. And this is what the Lord's doing. He said, I will restore thy judges at the first. Keep going.
And thy counselors as at the beginning.
And that's what you see. It said that counselors at the beginning, man. You go in the book of Sirach, the 36th chapter, around the 15, 16 verse, man. He said the prophets that has begun since the world has been since the world began. And that's the true counselors, man. And keep going.
Afterward, thou shalt be called the city of righteousness, the faithful city.
And that's what we're gonna be called, man. The city of righteousness and that faithful city, man. They won't look at us as, is this the city of perfection? They won't look at us as niggas anymore, man. Because we're gonna, the law, statutes, commandments is what separate us from these heathen nations anyway. You go in the book of Deuteronomy, the 4th chapter. That's why they're supposed to gaze upon us like, man, look at them. And they do that us like that on a low level. So we're more so in our righteous state when we won't go off, man. What more so when the Lord really restore our health and restore our mindset and the way we think by putting what the law, statutes, commandments in our inward part where we won't even think about going off, man. That's a beautiful thing. That's what you see taking place now. That's why we're crying out to the Lord. We're seeking the Lord these last days because we need help. We need the Lord to guide us and to help us in these last days, especially the times it's approaching, man. We need to be guided through the Holy Spirit, man. You got your precept, bro?
Got. Just laying back and all brothers were speaking on, man, coming back to the Lord, because He's the only one that can deliver us from the coming persecutions that we're about to go through, man. All the adversities and afflictions. The only thing that can save you is Yahweh Shem Yahushai. But this Romans chapter 8 and verse 35. Who shall separate us from the love of Hamashiach? Shall tribulation, or distress, or persecution, or famine, or nakedness, or peril, or sword? So none of this stuff, if you have the faith in Yahweh Shem Yahushai, can separate you, from Yahweh Shem Yahushai, man. Whatever you go through, whatever persecution, famine, distress, tribulation, you should always still have faith in Yahweh Shem Yahushai. As it is written, for thy sake are we killed all the day long. We are accounted as sheep for the slaughter. Verse 37. Nay, in all these things we are more than conquerors through him that loved us. So, like Priest Amawan likes to bring out, we can't let these Christians steal our scriptures, man. And like I say, we're more than conquerors, man, through Yahweh Shem Yahushai. So, the victory is already being proclaimed, man. Verse 38. For I am persuaded that neither death nor life, nor angels, nor principalities, nor powers, nor things present, nor things to come, nor height, nor depth, nor any other creature shall be able to separate us from the love of the Most High, which is in Hamashiach Yahushai our Lord. So, whatever that we're going to go through, man, we're not going to be separated through the Lord if you're part of that elect number, man. And that's why you have to continue to pray for that faith, for Yahweh Shem Yahushai to deliver us from this stuff, man.
That's right. That's what we're seeking, man. We seeking deliverance in these last days, man. Let me grab one more, bro, and we'll close it out. This is Isaiah 41, 14. I don't know if a brother brought that out. I don't think so. Isaiah 41 and verse 14. Let me see. Shall I start up? Yeah, I'm starting up. Let me see. Yeah, I'm starting up. Isaiah 41 and 13. For I, the Lord, thy power, will hold thy right hand, saying unto thee, fear not, I will help thee. So the Lord is going to help us, man. That's why he says, fear not. And we understand, man, the Lord didn't give us a spirit of fear, but a spirit of a sound mind, man. So we don't pose a fear of what's coming. We understand through the Spirit of the Lord that this is for the ones that live ungodly. We're actually doing what the Lord commanded us to do. We're reading, we're studying, we're standing in the Spirit, we're occupying ourselves in prophecies. We're making sure we're holding ourselves accountable to the word and to the testimony of Yahweh Shai. We're doing what the Lord commanded us to do. We're doing what the elect will be doing. That's why we call ourselves the hopeful elect, because we hope and pray that we're part of that number, man. That's why we pray the Lord take not the Holy Spirit from us, man. Isaiah 41 and verse 14. Fear not, thou worm Jacob, and ye men of Israel, I will help thee. Thus said the Lord, thy Redeemer, the Holy One of Israel, man. The Redeemer, who? Yahweh Shai. He's going to redeem us, man. You go back to the book of Deuteronomy 28 and 68, man. That word by go back to redeem. Who's going to redeem us? Yahweh Shai. He's deliverer. He's going to deliver us out of times and the trouble that's surely approaching in these last days, man. He's gonna lift up that standard where these nations gonna get thrust through. Verse 15, behold, I will make thee a new sharp threshing instrument, having teeth, man. That's what, man, spiritual. We're gonna get these angelic bodies, man. We're gonna fuck this place up, man. Lord willing, we those men. It said, thou shalt thrust the mountains and beat them small and make the hills as shaft, man. All these governments, man, all these so-called damn nations, they're gonna get beat the fucking powder, man. We're gonna go in on these nations, man. And that's what's coming, man. That's why we pray to the Lord that we found worthy in his sight in these last days, man. Because we need help, man. Isaiah 33:6, wisdom, knowledge, and stability will a wisdom, knowledge, and understanding will be our stability of these times that we're seeking in right now. Because it's about to get deep, man. We're entering the times of Jacob's trouble with a persecution on the rise, famine of food is on the rise. Everything that we've been saying is actually on the rise, man. So within that, we have to really turn up in the spirit and actually do what the Lord commanded us to do by supping and giving him more time. Because when this shit hit the fan, it's not playtime anymore. It's game time. It's game time. Like Dame say, game time. Hey, it's game time. We got it's time to put that work in, man. That's all we gotta be. Hey, we gotta be occupied in the spirit of Yahweh Shai, man, being locked in the spirit and understanding the times of season that we're approaching, man. We're approaching the times of season when Yahweh Shai is about to put a clamp down on Babylon the Great. So in the ministry, he about to shake things up in the ministry as well, man. This is why we have to stay locked in the spirit and stay focused, man. You have anything, bro?
Just real quick, man. This is Proverbs 8 and 32.
Mm-hmm.
Now therefore hearken unto me, O ye children, for blessed are they that keep my ways. Hear instruction and be wise, refuse it not. Blessed is the man that heareth me, watching daily at my gates, waiting at the post of my doors. Right, man. Watching daily at the gates of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, waiting on his return, man. Hey, man, anxiously, man. You know how like you got a dog in the house or whatever, man. That dog pretty much waiting all day for you to come back home, man.
Yep.
You get off from work, man. So that's the same way for us for the Lord, man.
Mm-hmm.
For whosoever findeth me findeth life, and shall obtain the favor of the Lord. Right, man. And that's what it's all about, man. Obtaining that favor, man. Hey, it tell you what, Wisdom of Solomon 7:28. Hey, the Lord loveth none but them that dwelleth with wisdom, man. So we obtaining that wisdom to what, man? To gain the favor and the love of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. Hey, that we be saved through this thing, man.
Yep.
Keeping in that faith, man. Not being dismayed, man.
Mm-hmm. Because that favor is what your treasure. Because the fear is what the treasure of the Lord, man. Real quick, Matthew 6:19. Laying up not thyself treasures upon earth, where moth or rust do corrupt, man. This carnal wealth that you see in the society that Esau like to boast in. Jake, you shouldn't be in that spirit, man. You shouldn't be doing that, man. It says, and where thieves break through and steal. All this carnal shit in this society, man. This materialistic society, man. Verse 20. But lay for thyself treasures in heaven, where neither moth or rust do corrupt, or where thieves do not break through or steal, man. And that's what your spiritual tokens in heaven, man. Your spiritual bank account, man. That's where your treasure you should be lying, man. Verse 21. For where your treasure is, there will your heart be also, man. Your heart represents your mind. And that's where your treasure is. That's where your mind and your focus be, man. Occupying yourself in the spirit and power, how about your mouth shot? Occupying yourself in the spirit of prophecy. Verse 22. The light of the body is the eye. For therefore thy eye be single, thy whole body shall be full of light, man. And this is what they represent with that wisdom, knowledge, understanding. You read that in the book of Daniel, 13th chapter, it says wisdom make a man face to shine. And that's what you're gonna see, man. That Isaiah 33:6 gonna be in full effect when the society continues to crumble. They're gonna see that spirit on certain brothers that, hey, that brother's not shaking up. Why that man not shaking up? Why is he glowing like that? Because the spirit of the Lord, man, the spirit of the Lord is supping with him, man. It's guiding him through the time of Jacob's trouble. In verse 23, but if thy eye be evil, thy whole body shall be full of darkness. And that's why a lot of wicked niggas wear shades, man. Because the eye, like what's the saying in the world? The eye is the
windows
to the soul, man. That's why a lot of these wicked ass niggas like Diddy-O, Bounty Boy ass wear shades. All these niggas wear shades because their eyes evil, man. Verse 23. But if the eye be evil, thy whole body shall be full of darkness. If therefore that light So like it said, therefore, if there is be darkness, how great is that darkness, man? And we see it amongst all these people, man. Gross darkness to earth and gross darkness to people. These people are really on a low fucking vibration, man. They're very fucking corner, man. Verse 24, no man can serve two masters. And that's what we tell him, Jake. If you in this thing, you in this thing. You can't be a worldly Israelite. You can't be running around toting sticks and thinking that Esau ain't watching your ass. Now Esau watching you. And you see how he's lining things up for the day of persecution. Now you niggas that's toting the sticks at camp. Now, hey, he's gonna come up and question that, man.
Hey,
And the
but
scriptures say
that's also showing that they don't trust that the Lord can protect them, man. They don't
that's
have
right.
Yahweh Shem Yahushua.
That's right, because the Lord said, "Fear not, I will help thee." So the Lord gonna help thee. Why are you taking means in your own hand? The scriptures say, "Wait upon me till I rise up to the prey." Man, you should be waiting on the Lord. You should be hastening to waiting the day of His coming instead of pulling up your sticks. That's showing you that. Hey, that's why it says, "No man can serve two masters." You in the mindset of Esau, Edom. That's why it says in John 8:44, "You are the father of the devil, and the lust of your father you should do." Man, that's the mindset of a nigga, man. And it says, neither he will hate the one and love the other, or else he will hold to the one and despise the other. And you see that amongst these niggas, man. They love the world. That's why I said, if you're of the world will love its own. We ain't of the world, man. This is why this world is vexing to us. This is why we're so oppressed in a mind state that every time we step out the door, we like, fuck, man, here we go again. What will I see today? Because you never know here in Babylon, man. That's why we brought out what Ecclesiastes 7:7. Wisdom, oppression make a wise man mad, man. We're oppressed on every avenue in the society oppresses us, man. But a lot of these so-called niggas that call themselves amongst the circumcision is toting their sticks. They don't look oppressed. They're making rap videos about Hellcats and making merchandise, man, showing that they serve another master, man, and they despise the words of Yahweh Shemel Shah. Because the reason why we say they despise it, because the words of Yahweh Shemel Shah, it comes with order and it comes with accountability. A lot of these guys don't do that. And this is why you see they despise the word. And it says, you cannot serve Yahweh and Mammon. And that's what you're seeing, man. They're serving the ways of this world and the luxuries of this world instead of serving Yahweh Shemel Shah. This is why the Lord is doing what he's sipping the house of Israel, because he's making a division between those that serve Yahweh Shemel Shah and those that serve him not, man. And we're seeing that in these last days, man. So this is the time that brothers have to be more in tune and be on that craft of doing right by the Lord. And like, just like, no, like it's a carnal saying, but you gotta be Mamba mentality, man. Even though people say it when it comes to Kobe, but you have to have that mindset within the word and the ministry. You really have to be set in stone and critiquing your craft within this word, man, and growing, because we can clearly see there's gonna come a time where everything we have learned from the scriptures, we're gonna actually have to put forth into this world, man. When this shit hit the fan, man, we actually gonna have to apply the words and the wisdom that's within the book, man. So that's all I have for brothers, man. The brother want to close it out, man. The ball is in your court, my brother.
God, man. Hey, man. Lord's will, that man, that lesson was edifying, man. I mean, we're going to give all praises, honor, and glory again to Yahweh,
by Hashem, Yahweh Shah, by Hashem,
Kakadash, and double honors again to our elders and apostles, a great millstone taught us this truth. Peace and blessings to all you brothers out there pushing the truth without righteousness, without sincerity, and you know what I'm saying, and due diligence, man. Shalom.
Shalom. Krom Yasharala.
Kwam Yashala.
Shalom.
Shalom.